All right, welcome back to the channel, everybody. I am Aesop Grem. Welcome to this channel if you're new, I should say. And this is my next playthrough. We're going to try and knock this out just in the month of October. This is a Halloween month, and so we're playing a survival game with horror elements called The Forest. If you want to know more about this game that was released in 2014, you can look at my intro video, where I will also explain in more detail what we're doing, what I'm aiming for. But the snapshot of it is that I want to play the storyline. That's really what I'm focused on. Most people focus on base defense and stuff like that. I want to focus on storyline. I'm trying to get to Sons of the Forest, actually. I also want this to be done exclusively in October. I want to be done with it by the time October's finished. I don't know if I can pull that off. I initially tried to stream this. Streaming would have been perfect for the format that I was looking for, but sadly I was very unhappy with the quality of the stream, so we're not going to be doing that. Instead, I'm going to be doing edited videos. That's a big workload. I got other things going on. Not sure I can pull it off, but we're going to give it the old college try. We're going to go ahead and hit single player, and we're going to hit new game and go normal. I'm going to try to lightly roleplay this. I'm not really holding myself accountable to that real hard, because the purpose of it is just to enhance the story element. I'm trying to get the story done in this series. So we are Eric LeBlanc. We are a retired, I think, TV star. Things have gone south for us. We were kind of forced retired, I think. That might not be true, but I think that's the case. I think it's affected our marriage, if I remember right. This is our son, Timmy, and we're on what looks like kind of a get-well trip, mental health kind of, let's go on a vacation, break away from the world, and just relax and have some fun and de-stress. Here is a book that we co-authored. You can see that we put For Timmy in there, and it's a survival book, and you see at the bottom, Eric LeBlanc and Sam Sounds.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are now crossing a zone of turbulence. Please return to your seats and keep your seatbelts fastened.
Now this is normal buffeting that you get up in the air in planes, but that's not normal. That's not normal. You heard the static discharge. Ground level, somehow we survived that. That's probably a traumatic brain injury for Timmy. Good grief. And we come to, and we got this dude standing in front of us. This is known as the Red Man, and he's going to kidnap our kid. Right, so that sets up the whole premise. We are on a manhunt, an absolute rampage to find Timmy. That is our sole goal. That's Eric's sole goal. And we apparently know some things about survival because we wrote a book, right? So we're going to have to do first things first. But that is our mission, is to rescue Timmy. I'm going to grab the axe first so that it automatically goes to slot number 1 on the backpack, and then I have hotkey number 1 to select it. We're going to grab all the food we can because we need it. And come back here. Sodas. Somehow they do hydration. Better than nothing, I guess. And now that we've grabbed everything, we're going to step out here. We're going to start busting these suitcases apart. I realize most anybody who's watching this has probably played this game. It was released in 2014 and played it a lot more than me. But I'm going to approach it like you haven't, at least to the greatest extent I can. There's going to be a lot going on. I'm pretty much a noob myself, and I may forget. That's the kind of thing you got to keep front and center in your mind, and I may flat out forget about that as the game progresses. I'm fairly familiar with the early game, but like most games I play, actually, I'm really noobish when it comes to the mid to late game. Come on, man. We ain't got time. With the light role-playing idea, I believe it's very likely that Eric would set up camp right here. I do hear the ocean, so we'll take a look at what's out there. But I'm telling you right now, I already know where I want to go, and time is of the essence, because time is so important. In the first day or two, when it comes to you getting your base camp set up. I know where I want to go, and I'm going to head there. Now, the place I want to go is a bit of a last-second decision. I actually practiced on, we're going to go to an island. And I practiced on a different island for the most part. So hopefully this is going to work out. But we're going to open up our book. The prevailing wisdom from the gamer base is that you always build a stick marker at the crash site. And I assume that that's because all the stuff that we just got, I'm going to color this blue for the crash site. That'll turn blue eventually. The flag. All of this stuff that we just opened up, it respawns when you save and you reload. So it's a good location to come back to. I tend to never do that myself, but I'm still going to go with the prevailing wisdom just because it seems like a smart thing to do. Here's another suitcase. I'm not really seeing anything else. There's one. Okay. And look at that. We're at the beach. Okay, so I'm telling you right here, right now, this would be the place, right? But we're not going to do it. Instead, I'm going to open up our map. I have most everything disabled right now. Looks like I do have everything disabled. This is us. This is where I want to go. Okay, we're going to take off on this vector, and we're going to make a beeline for that island. And then I'm going to try not to use this map again until we have the real map. But I will probably sparingly use it every now and again. Here's some ropes. Okay, ducks, geese. This is fresh water. I saw it. I don't see it now, but I saw it momentarily. Yeah, there it is. This is another place that we would probably set up camp. It would be really, really tempting, but again, I can't afford to roleplay this part. We really need to make it out to where I intend to have base camp for the remainder of this game. We'll see how it goes. Maybe we get forced out of there. I'm not sure. It is uncomfortably close to the beach. There's not very much distance between the island and the mainland. That might be a problem. So, we'll see. I know that I can climb this thing and see if there's anything there. I guess I should. Yeah, they got arrows. Okay, we'll grab those arrows. Oh. Now, we can roleplay a little bit right here. So let's say that Eric didn't beeline for the beach, which I think he probably would have in real life. And he instead came out this way. And lo and behold, like for one thing, why do we have suitcases all the way out here? This is quite a ways from the crash site, and it's not on the vector that the plane passed over. But we got dead bodies. And they look like they're burned or mutilated, right? So, and then this is not animal life, right? So Eric knows at this point in time something very sinister is afoot on this island. Plus there was that yacht. I forgot to see if the red man was out there. That's my bad. I should have done that. More ropes in the form of nooses. What's up with that? Right. This is grisly stuff. And Eric realizes that at this point in time, he's on the island with what you might call savages. Tribal people that seem to have, it's not just that they're tribal, it's that they're tribal with some uncivilized and remarkably violent tendencies. Look at this. What the deuce? Right? Who does this? So we know that whoever this is, that's what they'd probably do to us. And we're in their territory. It feels a little bit like being on an Indian graveyard or something. So once again, consulting the map, I'm headed in the right general direction. Let's go ahead and bolt. We got a long ways to go. Right here is a cave. So I'm going to build a stick marker. And we're going to color this green. Green means a cave that we have not yet explored. I'll color it red when we have. I don't know what cave that is, like what number. But that's going to be a major part of this playthrough because that's something I did not accomplish in my last one. I did a lot of building down at that beach that we're leaving. I built on the yacht. And I turned that into a base. There's another village. Okay, geese. Those shadows freaked me out. All right, let's keep moving. Will I have a compass or anything? Here. Need to go this way. Okay. Oh, that's a long ways down. So, that's not good. Oh man. Again, not good. He's chasing us. Can you suckers swim? Now, just to kind of showcase it, if you open this add-on and you click Live Cannibals, because that's what they are, now you know, right? It'll track them. We're not going to do that. But I just wanted to show you this mod can uncover. It's just very, very useful. Days and nights go fast in this game. The clock is pretty quick. There are mods that you can get to adjust that, but I'm not going to do any of it. Partly because I kind of think that the shortened time cycle effectively simulates the workload you're doing. Like, they didn't want to make chopping down a tree and cutting it up as long as it would take in real life, because that shiznit is boring. So what they did instead is they shortened the days so that what they believe is realistic for you to accomplish in a day's time is still actually being done. All right, right here we're going to build a simple raft, small raft. Okay, I wanted to make sure I didn't have build hack on. I do not. I simply put the materials that I had on hand in there. So that's good. And you can see down there at the bottom left, we need 7 logs. So we need to get a campsite. That's 2, so we need 5 more logs. Okay, how many more? 1 more log. Okay. We are going to need some more because we got to build the actual tent, the campsite. There's a turtle. Another reason why beaches are good. There's good food source. Drop that, and we're going to put a log holder on here. Okay. Gonna need more sticks. Now, for these sticks, see how one of the bad things about this site is that the days will actually run shorter for us because that sun will set and this cliff will cut it off. Whereas it'll cut it off and it'll be dark on our area of the island where it's still light on other areas. to collect sticks, I'm actually going to go forward and work my way back. I actually want more from deeper in here. Okay, I'm at 10. That's the maximum I can carry for the time being. We are spending a ton of energy because we have to hustle so much. So there's a good chance I'll probably have to pop a snack bar and maybe a soda. I'd prefer not to, so we'll see if we can make it. Jeez. Need 2 more, and that's just for the storage. I'm at 5. Okay, must be a 10. It's possible I'll have to go with a temporary tent, like a 1-day tent, if I can't get this thing built in time. Whoops. Oh, did I drop my axe? Oh, good. Phew. That would have been hard, because I hit G on accident. Oh, man. You know, with as dark as it's getting, I don't like my chances of getting this completed. Plus, it'll really throw off our sleep cycle hard. So, I'm making a command decision to just simply put up a temporary tent right now. And, we'll put it like, right here. Need 6 more sticks. This is why I started at the back end, so that our trip, if it got dark on me, would be as short as possible. 2, 3, 4. 5, 6. Good enough. And we didn't have to go into our food storage. Plenty happy about that. Don't have the materials to light a fire, so tonight we're sleeping real cold. In this game, you actually don't want to start fires because it attracts the cannibals. But we're on the coast in a northern area. That breeze is going to cut through us real bad. And I want to role play it a little bit. So we're probably brutally cold right now. Let's go ahead and get the site set up. Let's see. Was it here? No. I want to put... Yeah, right here. We're going to build this right here. Again, this is actually temporary. But it's a little less temporary than the other shelter that we built before. But we'll eventually have a house here. Let's put it right there. Okay. We're also going to set up a drying rack right there, and 2 water collectors like say here. And here. Okay. Oh, and then we want a more regular, like permanent fire pit. Say right here. Okay, now that gives us our shopping list. 7 leaves, 2 turtle shells, 13 rocks. I have 4. 24 sticks and 7 logs, of which I have 1 already. Let's go ahead and eat. 1 and 2 plus a soda. Okay, we're gonna whack one of these turtles. know Sons of the Forest is a lot prettier, being a much later game, much more recent. But this game is still very good looking, in my opinion. We'll chop this tree down. That's a total of 5 logs in the carrier. Oh, so earlier I was just now thinking we have a flannel shirt on, and that's good because it's cold out here. It even looks cold. But that's just me factoring that in myself. The game doesn't actually track temperature. Other survival games do, this one doesn't. Not that I know of. Now, I think whenever you go up into the mountains... Do I have my 7 logs? I think I do. 5, 6, yeah, I do. When you go up into the mountains, I think that you do have to have something called a warm suit or you'll freeze. I'm not 100% about that. How many sticks? 24 sticks. That's a bunch. And I can only carry 10 at a time at this point in time, so it's going to take 3 trips. Okay, I'm full. Okay. Once we get this built up, then I'll tell you kind of what my general larger idea is for this area. Okay. We have ourselves a more permanent, I guess I'll call it a tent, a shelter. That's a better word. We need 3 more rocks. I can only carry 1 more. Need another tortoise shell. As long as you put these logs into a carrier, you'll keep them. But if you leave them lying on the ground, when you push time forward with sleeping, they'll disappear. Where's the sticks? 14 more sticks. 8, 9, 10. We will skedaddle out of there. I'm expecting patrols there at any time now. If not today, certainly tomorrow. Is what I would expect. Might be wrong. Oh, whoops. Okay, 4 more sticks needed. And 2 rocks. Here's 1. Alright, how many more? 4 sticks. We're just gonna load up on them if we can. 8, 9, 10. Okay, I've got everything to finish our initial base camp. We've not had any unwelcome guests so far, so that's good. Next thing we'll be focusing on is getting a zip line going so that we can set up our logging and deforestation operations that will lead directly to expansion. The whole purpose of this is that we need a base camp that we have solid, reliable production of food, shelter, and water. Someplace we can fall back to. And then after that, what we want to do is set up, start preparing crafting the things that we need, getting the equipment we need to basically begin expedition operations where we go out and explore and find different stuff. And we have like a little mobile base. I'm planning on building a houseboat. And start finding out where the heck Timmy is, right? But in order to get all that done, we have to get initial operations going. Now, my vision is to set up a zip line here. If need be, build docks to that island and then the one beyond it. Maybe it's two beyond it, so that we can set up another zip line to go on the cliff in the distance there if we end up deforesting this one too much. And then we can set up zip lines between the two logging logistics points. That's the plan, where we can send back and forth between these two split sections of the base. I want to have grow patches out here for blueberries, stuff of that nature. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to lay down log holders here. We're going to put them, we're going to start them like right here, I think. And something like that. Maybe, yeah, like that. Okay. I will make these into large log holders eventually, here in just a second. Put another one right there. And this is kind of, not only is it acting as storage, but it's sort of framing out our zip line section. Okay. Expand it, expand it, expand it to large log holders. Okay. And then right here, we're going to set up a freestanding zip line. It should fit like this, and I'll adjust on the other end to get the angle right. Here, I think in order to keep this end active, I have to actually swim across. Starting to lose the light. We should still have plenty of time left, but we are at the tail end of the day here. I want to set up I think right here. Well, maybe right here. Okay, so that's going to require 9 ropes, 10 logs, and 156 sticks. That's a lot. Okay, so one other thing, though, is these. From what I understand, this stuff scares the cannibals, so they don't come beat on your stuff. It weirds them out. It's like their effigies, right? Kind of sends a message. I'm a collector of your inner parts. Okay, we're going to need all the sticks that we can get. And that means that even before the zip line, in all actuality, or all probability, I should say, I probably need to create the expanded stick bag. Need to take a look at what that requires. I don't remember if it's deer skin Or, I have 10 sticks, okay. Ropes, logs, skulls, tree sap, okay. If it's deer skin or if it's rabbit skin that I'll need. Let's get back across to safety. Oh, I forgot to hang up the meat. Okay. Hung the meat. Spent all 10 sticks. Let's open this up and I think put cloth. Stick bag. 2 ropes, 3 cloth, and 1 rabbit fur. So maybe there's just enough light left that I can go get a few more sticks and make a slingshot. And then tomorrow we'll work on hunting rabbits. Light's fading fast. But I try to remember that there's a little bit left more in the day than what it looks like because of what I mentioned earlier about us being on a kind of the shadow side of the island. Keeping my ears open. Jeez, nothing. I don't know. I think that might be enough. We gotta go. I have a bad feeling. And I can get more sticks. There's like more up top. It's a better area for sticks. Game does a really good job with the audio. You can almost feel it getting colder because they do stuff with the wind blowing, where the wind blows hard, and that's how you kind of get the gist that this is a cold climate area. This ain't off the coast of Florida or something. It's not like we're experiencing a thunderstorm or a tropical storm or anything like that. This is just kind of how it is. Let's 1 stick. Mouse over this. Slingshot takes a stick, a cloth, and a tape. There we go. And we will add that to slot number 3 is where I like to put it. Might as well create a spear and put that in slot 2. Okay, we can get to sleep. Yeah, hopefully I didn't mess up my time. I don't know. We'll find out. But we're going to save right here in slot 1. In fact, I don't really even know. I don't know if these are auto saves or what. But confirm. Okay. Next episode, we're going to be trying to get that stick bag built. And then we're going to work on this zip line and try to get logging operations going. We're going to make sure we got food and water going as best as possible. We'll eventually need to find a pot. I'm not sure where to go for that. I kind of think it's that direction. And what else? Seems like there's something else, but maybe kind of get ready for expedition operations. So, again, I'm Aesop Grimm. Thank you for coming by the channel. I hope you like what you saw. More importantly, I hope all is well in your neck of the woods, and I'll see you in the next episode where this story continues.